Welcome, welcome. Hello, all right. Welcome to Wednesday's edition of Math Edition, presented by Creative Emotions. We're going to have an amazing show today. We're going to get right into it.
Yeah.
But I hope everyone's week has been going good thus far. I'm just wishing that you had something that happened in your life this week thus far that taught you something. Okay?
Definitely.
Bad or good. Starting, I always like for people to introduce themselves. I'm Chef Wilson, all right? And to my left, this brother right here is incredible. And he just happened to be a Gemini like me, so you know he's amazing. So I'm going to let him introduce himself.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your boy, B-Tide. And man, I'm great. I'm glad everybody doing well. I'm glad we was able to bring this together. So thank y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all. To the left of me, I have somebody I've been working with for a long time, and we started at the plant. Then we just kept being cool beyond the years. We watched each other elevate, fall down, go get back up again. Everything. She real cool people. Everybody, give a warm welcome to my homegirl Silver.
Hi. Thank you guys for having me. Yes, B is one of the most caring friends that I have.
That's what's up.
Like you said, we started out at the plant, and I transferred to doing hair. So, Silver Styles, you guys can check that out. Thank you for having me, Mr. Chef.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Now, this young lady to my left, to my right, I'm sorry, is amazing. I've been watching her for a while. Her energy is good. And you know what? This is a historic moment for Advanced Edition because these are the first two ladies that we had as a guest.
Oh, that's dope. That's even better. That's even better.
Yes.
Awesome.
Woo!
So I'm going to allow her to introduce herself because no one can introduce you the way that you can. So.
Well, hello, great people. Hello. It is me. It is I, Miss Gigi, checking y'all out. I'm so happy to be a guest today here with some amazing men and incredible young lady. Y'all know me from podcasting. I'm on Rise and Grind. I have my own Minding My Business, which airs tomorrow at 6 on Godcastic. So y'all definitely make sure y'all tune in there. And I am here to join the conversation with a woman's perspective. And I thank y'all for having me. For sure. I'm excited. I don't know. Chef Fred got me feeling some type of way because he like, yeah, I hope y'all ready. I got these questions. We about to get into it. I'm like, so I'm a little nervous, but we gonna see and make it do what it do.
It's nothing to be nervous about.
I don't know.
We just need to know something. That's all.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know.
You know, we're gonna get right into it because, you know, us guys, we don't want to be green to it, okay? So today's show topic is, ladies, what is the problem? So we're going to watch this first video, and then I'm going to get a little feedback from the ladies first, and then Todd and I, we're going to, you know, chime in a little bit after. If we can play that first one, please. Thank you.
No qualified men or why do these one? One thing that I'll be peeping that be common is be having a resume full of bad relationships. Like ain't held the right down yet. And so what that tells me is your ability to choose is already sketchy, to say the least. So whatever grading system you got over there, you keep passing failing students. So I don't even think I need to around over there for real. Like, you ain't got one good one in your resume for real? You mean your whole little relationship career, like all of it bad, bro? Because it gotta be a situation like that to where you don't have enough good to blanket all of somebody. You feel me? Like, bro, you really have to look at what has happened. And it's not to say that people didn't do you wrong, but you have to look at what's happened to you if you've been corrupted to the point that you have a bias that blankets all of the people that you claim you still want to attract.
All right. May need a glass of cold water after that one. You know, however, when I first watched this clip, the first thing that came to me, and now I think it's something that I mentioned before, and I said to myself, I said, well, I've been hearing a lot about relationships and the ups and downs and women really having a lot to say about the dating pool this day. But the first thing that came to me, I said, well, wow, and I think I may have said it before. I said, you know, how can you despise what you desire?
That's cool.
Okay. So after watching this clip, I'm going to start with Gigi. What can you share? Now, I'm not saying this is just you, and it may be some ladies, not all women, right, that may feel this way, right? So after watching this clip, what did you get from that, or what could you add to this to put some clarity? Because this is a man's platform, and we're just wondering, like, it seems like we're doing what we should be doing, but it still seems not to be enough. So after watching that clip, what can you add to this or shed a little light?
Oh, okay. So you had said a lot, so I don't even know which part to respond to, but I'm gonna just flow with it. So, from watching the clip that was played, basically, you know, we have to, as women, I mean, men and women, you just have to take accountability when you are the common denominator. So my interpretation of what he said, like, after all this time, everybody did you wrong, everybody cheated, you gonna have to take a look in the mirror and say, okay, what am I doing and how am I choosing and how am I seeing to see these type of people, or for this to allow that type of thing to happen. And I've been in a toxic relationship where at the end of it, yes, it was some mistreatment there. However, I had to look at, I allowed this person to do this for so long that it affected me. So then I had to take accountability on my end and look in the mirror and say, hey, it's certain things that I need to fix because I allowed somebody to talk to me a certain type of way, or to say that, or to enter my space with A, B, and C. So what am I doing, or how do I think of myself? Because I must not have thought highly enough of myself to, one, stand my ground, and two, stop, snipped it in the bud. You know, no, I'm not there no more. No, I have grown. Please don't try me. Try Jesus, not me. But I had to really do self-work, and it's all about inner work of what you allowing and what you are. People say, like, you are who you are attracting. But in a sense, I believe that to an extent, because it's like you can attract a whole bunch of different people, because if you have a light on you, you're going to attract everybody, because they want it's going to be people that want to add to your light, and it's going to be people that's going to want to dim your light. But it's what you allow in your space and what you hold space for that really makes the difference, because you can attract all types of people. I attract fine guys, fine girls, fine ugly men, ugly women, but it's what I allow and what I entertain. You are what you entertain. And that says a lot of where you are mentally in the aspect of what you're entertaining. Because if you are entertaining somebody that talks down to you and all those things, then you must not think highly of yourself or think that you are enough to deserve better, even if you desire better.
You know, and I like that.
All right.
I was paying attention to what you were saying, and one thing that stood out is your light can attract someone who wants to come out the darkness. So it's not necessarily anything that you may do to deserve the mistreatment, okay? But people who want to come out the dark, they're going to head towards the light, and that light is you. Right? So I do like that part. So Silver.
Yes.
After listening to that clip, I know I said a lot. I'm going to go back over that. But just like Gigi, when she had kind of explained what she got from it, what did you receive from that you can pretty much tell the women and the men?
Well, honestly, what I received from it is, me personally, I feel like nowadays a lot of people are dating for the wrong reasons. they're not dating because they actually like someone or they're attracted to them or they see them with that person in the long run. A lot of these people are dating for materialistic reasons, social media, or where it could take them in life, not trying to help each other grow. So that, to me, is a big issue on why a lot of relationships do not last, because it didn't start the right way.
Yeah.
No fiction.
All right, I like that one. That's so you're saying basically from clout
Absolutely.
chasing and maybe a financial exchange.
Financial exchange. You have a lot of men dating women for their bodies, not for who they are. You have a lot of women dating men for their money, their jewelry, the type of job that they have. You even have men and women, they both do this. You may see a man treating his woman a certain type of way, so now you want him to treat you that way, but it's never going to happen. So now you're stuck being a side piece. Same with a man. A man may see the way a woman treats her man, and at home he's not getting that treatment, so now he wants her. But you're still only getting half a piece of the pie. You're not going to get the full thing, so it's never going to last.
So, you know, after,
That's right.
if you can give the audience something at the end of the day, right? Do you feel that, I hear this a lot, people say, don't settle. But I believe everybody settles, right? And I believe they settle for what the heart needs. So either you're going to settle for what the heart needs or you're going to settle for what the conversation said you need. And that can be from your friends. So if you can tell the audience something, like to the men and women that may be in this situation, what would you tell them to settle for?
God.
All right.
Amen.
I think that
All right.
you should pray about your relationship. God have a way of showing you who's for you and who's not. And if you pray for it to be moved away from you, it'll definitely be removed.
Wow. Thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Ty, because I know you and my brother have been sitting over here, and I know
What's
you
up?
calculated with it. So after listening to this clip, what did you receive from it from your perspective of a man? As a man, I'm sorry.
You know, basically what Gigi was saying, you are what you entertain. You know, you can't, there's no way possible I can sit up here and say, you know what, I'm tired of messing with Master Splinters. I need a classy woman, but I keep messing around with Master Splinters.
What is Master Splinter?
A rat. So
I didn't want to say it.
yeah, so you know, I can't sit up here and just keep saying I want a certain type of woman, and then I'm going for the same thing. I'm falling for the same tactics, you know. So at the end of the day, if you want to do better, you got to do different.
Okay. And you're absolutely right on that. And people say that all the time, but they don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah,
Because they'll fall back right in the usual.
your quality of life will go up when you stop messing with toxic people.
Absolutely.
They're right there.
Absolutely.
Now, with the toxic people, we sometimes turn the green flags, red flags into green, and we should stop doing that part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you see it in the beginning. Because I've been in situations and I've seen it, but maybe the body, the sex, everything was good. So I
thought it
say
was a
green,
carnival.
green. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a victim of that. I did do it, right? Men, we're very visual. And I think women realize that, so they're going to come with the package, and it's going to be correct the majority of the time. So after listening to this, and I'm listening to you guys, one thing I think that's missing from most relationships, and we talk about building businesses on social media, but everything comes back to full circle at the end of the day. People complain about not having someone there. So I think we ought to go back to the reason why you're there. You're dating to find someone you can build with, right? And then I believe someone that's going to see maybe some flaws that you have or some areas where you were hurt, right? And people say healing or recovering. Now I say recovering, okay? So I think we should go back to say dating with a purpose, like you eat for a purpose, right?
Yeah.
And I'm with you because I'm just looking for someone to build with. And I think that should be a part of the initial conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and if we're not building, what we doing?
Wasting
That's
time.
I was about to say, you just wasting time at the
Right.
end of the day. If you're not walking in a purpose, here's another thing. You need to know what you're here for.
Absolutely.
Men and women. If you do not know what your purpose is, everything around that, you're just walking aimlessly. You don't know what you're here for. You don't know what you're set here to do. Finding that first will put a lot of other stuff in perspective and put you on track, because now if you know what your purpose is, you know what your focus is, the things that don't fit, you know exactly, and you see it right away what don't fit. If you know, like for Silver instance, she's a hairstylist, she knew that she is meant to come here and help us look good.
Absolutely.
That is what her purpose is. So when she come across friends and she comes across acquaintances and associates throughout her life, she know certain people are not gonna fit in what she's doing. At you as men, y'all have a set purpose and how you want your family and what God has placed you here and how you want your family to be and how you are to lead in that matter and what your plan is. If that woman don't align with that plan, and when I mean align, I mean to come to help you push the purpose, because when two people come together, their purposes align with each other and it coincides. So they complement, they don't contradict each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when you come in knowing that helps eliminate all of that. Otherwise, we just doing it just to do it. Like you said, Silver, wasting time. We're just wasting time. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And then we're going to move on, but I'm going to piggyback on what you said. Was something just came to me. And if you have something to add, please do.
For sure.
When I'm listening to you, Gigi, and you have to know what your purpose is. And if you have frustration and you feel that in your chest, that's that energy, that gift that wants to come out. You're not a morning person. You know why? Because you're not waking up in purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Everything agitates you. You're just irritated. You're not working in purpose. And when you get, and I think anyone listening know what I'm talking about, when you just get that in your chest,
Yeah.
right, that frustration,
I've been there.
that's your gifts and your purpose need to come out. Like, man, what we doing here? You're not even, it's like I'm sitting on a bench, I'm waving my hand. Get me in the game, man. So we score this shot.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. That's the beginning before you enter any relationship. Know what your purpose is, right?
Absolutely.
That part right. Did you have something you want to add? Because I'm feeling some energy.
If you don't find your purpose before you find the person you want to be with, your relationship is going to be in a world of trouble. Because here you are trying to find yourself, and somebody else may have come to you complete. You know what I'm saying? You about to have a problem with catching up. Is somebody else going to be patient enough to catch up or wait for you? That's the big deal. A lot of women can be impatient, but a lot of men can do the same thing. I've seen a lot of women give, and a man just take. I've seen it the other way around as well. It's a relationship is supposed to be about making each other stronger, not taking from the next person.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I also feel like if you're the person that know what your purpose is, and you get to dating and you are trying to figure this person out and they don't have a purpose or they don't know what their purpose is, they're not for you.
Yeah.
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 They have to get themselves together first, because then I feel like they're just going to bring you down by trying to help them find their purpose when that's not your job, because you've already found yours.
Absolutely. So that's like Silver. That's like getting on the bus and they gotta catch the next one.
Exactly.
We gonna get downtown, but you're not getting on this bus.
You just gonna come a little-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we thanks for the input on that. We're gonna get into some of these questions. Whenever I have things that come to me as far as topics, I'll do a little research and I'll talk to men. And so I kind of write down some of the questions that they have. So hopefully,
See,
ladies,
this is what I was
can
talking about, y'all.
Me too.
Nervous.
So the number one question was, a lot of men say they meet women and they say they're strong and independent. And then somewhere throughout the conversation, when they're heading in the direction of dating, somewhere along the way they say they make a statement, I don't need a man for anything, right? So
I need y'all for everything.
See, so further down the line, men have said they're confused because the same woman has said, I'm strong, independent, I don't need a man for anything. They said maybe not even 6 months in a relationship, they need me for everything. So they said, we need some clarity on this. I thought you were strong, independent. You was holding this down. You don't need a man for anything. But it seemed like you need me for everything. So we need some clarity on that. And even, it may not be you or you, Silver, or you, Gigi, but if y'all can put some light on that. So what's happening with that one right there? Because I'm a little confused.
I feel like if she was strong and independent and didn't need a man for anything, he wouldn't be there. What's the reason for him being there? Obviously, she needs you for something. It's probably certain things in her life that she feels like she's strong enough to handle on her own. But at some point in time, she's going to need that man. I don't think I'm just speaking for me. I've never said that quote, but being strong and independent doesn't mean that you don't need a helping hand from your man.
Amen.
You could be strong and independent, which means that if you're not around, I can handle some things while you're gone.
Right.
But I am going to need your hand for this heavy hitter over here. This other stuff I can take care of. I don't need to call you every second.
Okay, I got that. Gigi, yeah.
Okay, so I am a strong and I am an independent woman, but that's because I have to be. I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. I work every day. I take care of my own household. No, I'm not married, but I do have the desire to be married. That's not saying that I don't need a man. I'm independent and I'm strong, and I like that in a sense. Like, I know that I could take care of what needs to be taken care of. But no, girl, princess treat me any day. I don't want to do it. I do it because I have to. But as soon as, dear future husband, as soon as you get here, like, my hands is broke. I can't pick it up. I don't know how to drive anymore. I don't know, what is it? I'm asking you for yes, please, because I'm not, it's a necessity. It's not a desire to just, do all that. I know, but my husband is going to know that I'm strong in certain areas and he's strong in certain areas. It is because we're going to complement each other, and just in the relationships that I've been in, it's been instances where I am more business minded. So my man will ask me certain things because he knows I'm strong in that area, just as he is strong in certain things that I'm asking for. But listen, I'm asking you for everything. Yes, I want you to do it. I used to be the person, no, I got it. No, I'll quit. I'm tired. I don't know. And I understood now when men say that, oh, you just too, or if it was a childhood thing where you didn't have somebody having your back all the time, it is a trauma response more so than you just being really independent, because the child in you and the woman, like, naturally you want someone to take care of you. Yes, we are nurturers, but you want someone to come, and comfort you and take care of you in that manner that a man does and what he brings to the household. So I think that the woman, I don't need no man. Some of it, I think, is just you didn't know any better. Some of it, I think, is trauma response because you never had that. But once you get a taste of that, baby, of a man being a real man, and I'm saying that I don't need a man. And if you a man and she be like, oh, no, I don't need you, and you sit back and let her just do it, no, you not a real man to me. Because a real man is going to tell you to sit down, and I'm going to be like, yes, sir. Go over there, get in open the door so I can get in the passage. Yes, sir. A real man is not gonna let, regardless of how independent and everything, because he's gonna let her know and make her feel secure. It's a safety and secure issue. I mean, not issue, but a thing. So no, that's, I used to be, I got it. No, now I understand my place as a woman. And some women don't understand their place as women. They think they have to be the man and the woman. No, you don't have to, baby.
You don't. You don't have to be at all. I agree with that. I also want to say that it may be an ego thing, because you have some women that sit back and allow a man to be a man, and once he get in his mood and decide that he don't want to do something, now she done set back and she's dependent on him. Now she doesn't have her own, or now he's choosing when and where he's going to do what he does for her to help her. So then it becomes a thing of, I'd rather just have my own so that I ain't got to ask nobody for nothing.
You know, I really enjoy you ladies' energy because you make it so easy to be a man on this platform. You answered the next question I had without me asking you. And I enjoy that, and that was the reason why these statements are made. But so thank you for that. That's Todd, have you ever dealt with this type of woman with that energy? And you know, how did you handle that?
You mean the toxic women, right?
Strong. This is strong.
Or just the independent, you know.
Strong independent. Because I like to say, and I'm sorry, I like to say, I want to take that independent out. It's like maybe just like responsible and resourceful in a sense. But, you know, that's another show maybe, because I think when I look at you ladies, you just seem to be responsible.
Thank you.
For the strong part. You're just responsible. You're just doing what you need to do, right? And it doesn't, strong takes for situations that are hard, you know, but you just being responsible. But, yeah, I want to get, because I got a question for you.
Okay.
But, Todd, so.
The independent woman, my first time dealing with it, I didn't know what was going on at first. I didn't know what was going on because I was just used to girls, you know, back then just being on whatever. They with their home girl. They still live with their mom, whatever. So when I came across my first independent woman, it was a bit of a shift, but not really in the negative way unless something was presented to me negatively. So when I ended up dealing with that and realizing, I can't just, you know, throw money at a situation or buy a gift out of this one because everything I'm getting, she can get more. So, all right.
You can't buy your way out.
Now I gotta step my game up. So I love that I ended up dealing with an independent woman because she made me maneuver around spending my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been put in positions where it was like, okay, I gotta do this because I'm not the typical, I want him guy. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do a little something extra. So with me knowing that and learning that and coming across that helped me maneuver a whole lot better because now it's like, okay, I could be broke and still finagle some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal. If I know how to get it, I'm going to get it and I'm going to figure it out. But when a woman is there showing me like, hey, look, you should have been living like this a long time ago. That's when it's like, all right, bet. And it's like, it really just kick everything into gear for me.
Yes,
So Todd, I got a question. So when you say like you can't buy your way out, you know what I'm saying? You can't do certain things. Did that help grow you in a different way? Just as a man, like, okay, now, you know, I look beyond just buying a gift. I need to do something that's, you know, I guess more of substance.
Well, see, you got to understand too, though. Like, there was a big shift for me. I used to be El Cheapo and not spend nothing.
Kimani, don't clap for that.
No,
yeah, we got.
Don't clap for that. Not an El Cheapo.
So I had a shift. So I was like, okay, now I'm not dealing with the, I guess you could say, nickel and dime girls.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, now I really have to step my game up. So it went from being cheap, having to do the bare minimum or nothing at all, to, I got to put in some effort to this. I got to put some thought into this. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I ended up getting
Thought
better.
is what matters.
Yeah, and that's what makes the difference. So that's what I was saying. Like when you start messing with that type of woman, that shift you, like, you know what I'm saying, putting actual effort into what you was doing.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially thought. Like, man, it did a lot for me because I was like, I was in this position where I was just like, you know what, here, she gonna like this, and just go get something without really putting any thought into it. I didn't realize like something small is some thought, something significant about a gift. It clear up everything.
Yep. The more you pay attention to your partner, I'm gonna say that men and women, like as we pay attention to our partners and learn them, those be the best gifts or the best things, like, you know, that makes the whole world a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Yes. Okay. So I had one other. The guys came to me with a couple questions.
Okay.
So how do you ladies feel about women referring to Bible verses about a man should provide for his family, right? And when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So do you think some of the modern day women, I'm just going to say it that way, they're looking for wife benefits on a girlfriend status?
I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
I think that women are looking for wife benefits on a girlfriend status, and men are looking for wife benefits on a boyfriend status.
Okay, so since you put that out there, Silver, I need you to explain that to me. Let's address the part about the wife benefits on the girlfriend status first.
Okay, so I feel like most men expect for women to do. Are we talking about women and men living in one household, or are we just in a relationship?
Okay, so we're just in a relationship. So the guys that I talk to, they say women tend to lean on the Bible when it comes to provisions for themselves. So they'll take something out of context and say, well, you know, that's what a man's supposed to do. You're supposed to provide. But the Bible says for your wife or your family, in which you are not. Mm-hmm. So the question is, does it seem like there's some manipulation there that girlfriend status is wanting and requiring wife benefits financially?
Financially, I feel like if you're dealing with the woman and that's the woman that you're trying to build with, it should be that way, because if you're in a relationship, you're building towards marriage, correct?
Yeah.
You're not building to just be in a relationship forever. So if that's where you're headed to, then why not?
Okay.
That's real. Caller, you on the air.
Caller, you on the air.
Well,
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Hello.
what's up, Q?
It's
Q.
Q. I want to thank you guys so much for holding it down. Y'all doing a great job.
Thank you.
Really good conversation.
Thank you.
I agree with the ladies as far as
Of course you would.
of course, yeah. Only because I'm a recovering strong woman. Okay.
Okay.
That was my mask.
Did you throw
if
your
you
back
will.
out on that one?
Listen, that was a mask. we wear masks. We put up guards because we don't want to be hurt or we don't want to be taken advantage of. But we definitely need men. Mm-hmm. It's been an attack on the men and the woman relationship.
Yes.
And we constantly have these conversations that sometimes are counterproductive to us making the change we need to see because everybody's so guarded. Mm-hmm. And so I like hearing these conversations when it's solution based, you know, when we talk about how we going to make it better, or how we going to treat our men better, or how men are going to hold women accountable in a loving way, because we need that. A lot of women didn't have their fathers. And so when you look at it that way, you're not trying to be her father, but you may be the only male figure in her life. And so I want to, warn guys, not warn them, but just bring it up. You got to think about that when you're dealing with a strong woman. She may be that because that's all she's seen, not because she's trying to be masculine, because a lot of us, and I'm saying us, did not have a father, an active father to have that masculine energy. So we don't even know about it.
That's
so
real.
you gotta ask yourself when you get in these situations with these women, do I want to play this daddy role with her? You don't have to be her daddy, but you have to have that type of guidance and knowing how to lead her. And so it's different ways, to crack the code. I guess it's about if that's what y'all want to do, because it is about cracking the code, and it's the same thing for women as well.
Bless you.
We got to do the same thing. So I want y'all to, keep it going. Next week, I'm actually having a show about taking the cape off. And so I'm telling these strong women that's going around like it's a badge of honor that they can take it off. And so this is a good segment that's going to lead into next week's show. So y'all keep it up. Y'all doing great.
Thank you.
I
Thank
agree
you.
with everything y'all saying. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
So just to move forward with that, you said you agree with it. So the guys said I took a little poll, and a couple guys said they did meet the woman they felt they should marry. Mm-hmm. And they said I wasn't in a position. I said, what do you mean? I wasn't in a position financially. I said, okay, so what do you mean by that? He said, because all the women prior to that required me to treat them like a wife. So when I finally met my wife, I had nothing for her. I was in a rebuilding stage to even get her a ring, because all the women prior to that required to be treated like a wife.
He shouldn't have been dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He should have been getting himself together before even trying to figure out who he wanted to be with. Mm-hmm. So now you got this woman and you playing with her feelings and you don't even have enough money to get her a ring.
Okay, so
what,
I'm
we waste the
gonna
time?
repeat it to you again because I think you may have missed it.
Okay.
I'm sure you did. He said prior to meeting, which now is his wife, right?
Okay.
He eventually saved up for the ring, but he said financially he was a little strapped because the women that came prior to her required to be treated like a wife. The trips, the gifts, the dinners, the events. So when he finally met the one, he was in a building stage.
Okay.
Because now you follow what I'm saying?
I get what you're
So
saying.
it goes back to girlfriend status, wife benefits. So now you get what I'm saying?
I do.
So when women are requiring so much, it's actually the guys that you end up meeting that so-called don't have it together. You got to ask yourself, why is it? So after doing research, it's other many ways making bad decisions, but that was on top of the list.
I can see that. I mean, wars that started over women, so
So
I get it.
my thing is like, you know, the wife benefits, girlfriend status. It says he who finds a wife. So before she is your wife, she is a wife. So you know how to treat her. And if you're dating with intention, you're dating with a purpose, you're dating and you're courting. So like in reality, because like dating is just willy-nilly at this point in the real world, but initially when you meet somebody, you attracted to that person, or you are wanting to know more about that, you are starting to court this person. A man usually courts a female because he has the intentions of marrying her. So it ain't even like, how can I put this? Because you don't get all of those benefits. She already a wife. You know this is the person that you want to be with. You know this is the person that you want to marry. So it's not even necessarily like wife benefits in a sense, because that's... I'm trying to explain it. I got it in my head, but it's just...
You want me to help you a little bit?
I think I know what she's trying to say.
Because it's like...
It's not technically... I think she's trying to say that it's not technically wife benefits because... Like she just said, when you're dating for a purpose. You already know that that's your wife. You already know that this is who you want to be with. So why is this even an argument when it's something that already should be done? Just like as your woman or your wife, you expect her to do certain things. Why is that an excuse? It's just something.
No, it's
that
not an
needs to be
excuse.
done.
So I'm gonna put a little light on this thing. Most women will tell you, "I am the one." So this may be my wife.
right. Like, what does that
all
mean?
the other ones,
What does that mean?
A woman with all, and this is from the guys.
But if she gotta say that,
No, not
Right.
physically say it, right? But this leads up to what we're talking about here. Most women will say, "I am the one," no matter if the intentions are wrong or right. They're going to always convince you, "I'm the one," because that gets them. The guy said to finance, and I've said this before too, their dating fantasies. I am the one. Now, wisdom and time would tell
I was about
you.
to say, so that's a discernment issue. It ain't even.
I was about to say,
necessarily about
time
what-
and wisdom will show you that she is not the one. But each man has to get to that point of his life. So you did answer the question very well. So thank you for that, Silver.
You're welcome.
And then you gave me a little extra too.
Had to.
Yeah, I've been doing this show. Gigi,
So,
so, girlfriend status, wife benefits. Do you believe in it? Do you see it go on a lot? And why is it?
I mean, I see it going on a lot just because dating itself is skewed. You know, it's just all over the place. Like, people are doing whatever they see fit and don't have no intention of being married or being with who they really are with. So, you
Round of
know,
applause for that.
that's why That's why it's this whole thing. Oh, you getting wife benefits and girlfriend status. First of all, it's all skewed because you already sleeping with him, you cooking for him, you doing all this. Yeah, I'm not saying all women are doing that. Because I ain't washing your drawers. I don't know you. But you know, it's just a lot of these things that is already muddled and everything already muddled together. The fact that we had to have this conversation is why. So for me, it's like it's a discernment thing. So you need to discern who you gonna give these certain benefits or that you say, because if you know this is your person, you have to have the wisdom and do the correct type of vetting process to know that she thinks the same way too. Like that y'all on the same page as y'all going out and things like that. That's not you shouldn't be cashing. I don't expect no man to just cash me out off rip. I would think something wrong. Like
you about to kidnap me eventually?
Right.
Yeah,
That's scary.
like that's scary to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now in this big old age, like no, like that type of stuff. If you leading with, you know, I got this, I could take care of you. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody after 2 dates talking about you could move into one of these apartments that I have. No, sir.
Because I don't even know you.
First of all, I don't know you. Second of all, I'm not gonna give you that much control. You're not my man. Like, you know, and that's the thing, is like, you would allow this to happen, men and women, because, you know, ladies, y'all move into these places and spaces that the man, yes, he's taking care of everything, but you're not building anything on your own. You don't, and that's not your husband. That's not intention of being your husband. And then you mad when you get kicked out because he's tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? That make it make sense. And it's the men too.
I think the problem is, this is where the importance of both parents in the house, like,
very much so.
More fathers need to teach their sons, if you about to be out here dating, you better be bringing something already to the table. Don't just try to date for free. Stop running around with your piece in your hand. More fathers put that out there to their sons before they start dating. It'll be a lot better, especially if they get a chance to see how their father treats their mother.
And just like Q said, with the women, having a father figure in the household, because that's your father will set the tone of how any man moving forward is gonna treat you, because your daddy gonna lay down the law. Not my baby girl. And you better not let these little nappy-headed boys, you know, A, B, C, D. And you can tell when a woman has been raised by her father and she's like a legit daddy's girl. It's not gonna fly.
Yeah, you could tell when you dealing with a daddy's girl. They real slick at the mouth.
That too, but I also feel like mothers are very important, and
Absolutely.
not just being in the house, but talking to your children. It's a lot of parents that don't talk to their children.
Yeah.
As a mother, you need to tell your daughter, understand your worth, know who you are first before you decide to lay down with this man or be around him. Understand who he is before you invite him into you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I wanted to add something, and you said something that's very important, and I haven't heard in a while. Courting opposed to dating.
Absolutely.
And people don't know what courting is. That happened many years ago, right? And I think that a lot of long marriages came out of courting, right? Dating is something totally different.
Collecting data.
Yep, you expose yourself to a lot more dating than you would courting. So I think we kind of need to shift back over to that. So thanks for bringing that up, Gigi. We need to shift back up over to the courting part and get out of the dating part right now. Because when did dating come about? Anybody know?
I think that
What year?
Nah.
It was before I was born, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 31, so I feel like my generation just mixed courting and dating all in one. When your grandparents was like, "Oh, you courting," they thought it was dating. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I think that when you dating, you going out, you spending money, you around people, you understanding each other. When you're courting, you're really learning each other, becoming friends, learning to know who one another is before you decide, hey, we're going to go out here, we're going to party, we're going to be with these people, we're going to lay down in the bed together. That's totally different. That's a whole nother level. Half of these people that's dating don't even know the person's last name they with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Silver. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm probably the oldest one at the table, but I do remember this part, right? Mm-hmm. So I think thank you, Gigi, for saying that. We need to lean back that way. And the other thing, because I know we have a little time left.
A little bit.
Yeah, I had a random question for him too, but go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because I got them for days. You go ahead.
Okay, so, ladies, let's say.
Right, like,
Come on. All right, so let's say, for instance, your husbands, let's say you guys are married, right? Your husbands, they're doing something to where they're working around a lot of women, right? That's just like their main thing. They're always around women. Now, are you guys secure enough to not only let that man work around these women, but also work with them late and develop friendships?
I think it depends on your partner. You have to know your partner and who your partner is, because if you don't fully know your partner, there comes trust issues.
Right.
So then there comes jealousy and insecurities because you don't know who you're with. If you know who you're with and you trust your mate like all the way through and through, it wouldn't be a problem, because you won't have those thoughts in your head about, oh, well, what if this type of woman walk past, or what if his type comes past, or what if they're flirting? Do he know how to say, hey, I'm married, or I got this, or I got that? Because temptation is, ooh.
Yeah,
But
it can be
as
crazy.
long as you know your mate and you trust your mate and y'all have a bond and y'all know one another, you ain't got to worry about that.
That's real.
Yeah.
What about you, Gigi?
I agree. Like, it's really just when it comes down to just knowing who you're with, and like, I'm not gonna have a problem with my husband because I know my husband. You know what I'm saying? I know the type of man he is, and if it's like you developing, he's gonna be respectful of our relationship and our marriage, and he's gonna be respectful of the women that he's around as well. So that one thing he's gonna do is make sure home is secure and straight.
Right.
So if he developing relationships with any other women, I'm gonna be in the know anyway. So I'm not gonna see it as a threat, because sis gonna be around. She gonna see me. I'm gonna see her, and it's gonna leave no room for error in that aspect.
Now, once you got that one friend that you dealing with late night that I ain't never seen before,
Right.
that's a problem.
Cause
You ain't introduced
come
me.
home, because I don't know Tanya.
Yeah.
I don't know Tanya.
Tanya got to wrap it up in the morning. We both gonna come.
Okay. How about this? I'm outside. I brought you and Tanya a snack because I don't know her.
Exactly. I think it's all about making your mate comfortable around the women you with. You know, it's okay to have platonic friendships, but as long as you make sure that your mate is introduced to them, they know them.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, because there's some sneaky people out here, but as long as they know who you're around and you ain't hiding it, you ain't giving them no reason to crush you.
Don't give me. Then that's the number one thing. Don't give me no reason to even wonder or anything about it, because like
Exactly.
you're not gonna. You love me enough. I love you enough, because I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not gonna give any opportunity.
Okay.
I got one question that they wanted to ask you ladies.
Okay, we got 2 minutes.
Why you smiling?
Yeah, we got
at
2
me?
minutes.
Other than good credit scores, degrees, business accomplishments, home ownership, what do you feel that the most important thing a woman can bring into a relationship other than those things?
Guidance, love, prayer.
I was about to say a spiritual relationship and safety and peace.
Definitely
So
peace.
the second question is, why do ladies lead with those things?
You said why?
Why do they lead with those things?
Those are very good questions. Why do they lead with the good credit scores, the degrees, the business accomplishments, and home ownership? Why do they lead with those if these are the most important things you can bring?
Because those women, that's what they bring.
I think it's a point of gloating. Like once a man sees a woman and hold him up to a higher standard, she got to explain and expose what her credentials are, what she has.
Okay, so we're going to have a part 2 of this. So thank you for that. We just thank you guys for, tuning in midweek. These ladies were incredible with their energy.
Definitely.
My Gemini brother always come with the gems also.
Thank
so we're going to
you.
ask you guys to tune in next Wednesday to check out Q on Creative Promotions. And I think she already had her poetry and conversation, but you can look forward to upcoming year on Man's Edition for some hot topics because we are taking the gloves off and we're talking about that elephant in the room. So bring a towel, wipe your forehead, and bring a notepad and a pen. Okay, that right there. Yeah, Gigi, you coming back? You coming back? Because yeah, we got some part 2 stuff happening.
All
here.
right.
I'm
We
down.
do have some other ladies who are going to come in also. But yeah, thank you for your input.
We appreciate it for real.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Definitely.
So you guys enjoy the rest of the week because we are surely going to do it. You know what? I may just enjoy this evening. You know why? Because I can.